State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Longhorns will put total weather to crank us up. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Grabbed over the middle. It's Tate. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Plucks it out of the air.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The throw to the outside is complete. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
The Buckeyes want to move quickly.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to
hits him in stride at the 10. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Buckeyes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Touchdown, Ohio State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Ohio State 7, Texas 0.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Trying to turn the corner on the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Back to throw, it's Manning. The short hands, it's Moore. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
That's a third down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So third down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find the soft spot in coverage, make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to link up.
The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Lets it fly on the move. Makes the grab on the right. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Longhorns are rolling down the field. He wants to throw it again. Just a short pass to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great ready mode.
He'll go back to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Longhorns didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. From the gun, give on the inside. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second.
0.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Moving out of the pocket. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Makes the grab. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Texas.
And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snags it, and he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. It may seem like a really aggressive call, but David, you settle for 3 there. It's like handing a win to the defense.
Yeah, and I like aggressive. Aggressive is good for offenses, and we've seen it time and time again. You get beat when you kick field goals. That's something that you look back, it's a big stat. So I like the aggressiveness to go for it, especially when you get it. Like, easy decision, right? First down.
And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has 1 stop.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Here's the pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
Lets it go to the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
Motion from the wide receiver. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Finds his tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
The Buckeyes in the hurry up. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And to get rid of it quickly. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch.
It's a fake, and the holder showing off that arm. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position.
1st and 10.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw. It's Manning. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, at this juncture of the game, obviously the offense has struggled. No points up on the board. You're at the end of the first half, and you're just trying to make something happen. That time the quarterback thought he had a guy open way down the field, but again, the defense in perfect position, and that thing falls incomplete.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Wingo. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Longhorns headed quickly to the line. Back to throw. Time running short in the half. Caught over the middle. It's Wingo. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Looking to throw. It's Manning. He's moving out of the pocket. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
You got to keep chasing and keep defending. When you got scrambling QBs that get outside the pocket, you got to keep defending down the field and keep coverage on the wide receivers. And good job with pursuit drill, running them down.
To the end zone, and it's picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback making checks. Off play action on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. On target over the middle. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Lining up from the 34 on first down. To the air on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Texas, 0.
And the Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go up.
There he goes. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Caught. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback moving. Rolling right and going deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this offense continues to struggle to get this guy the football. He's one of their best players. Coming into this game, they knew he was a big key, but they just haven't been able to link up. They try another shot down the field to no avail. That's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Manning. Now adjusting. Look out, he's got room. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got
nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the Bosa's, Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, and when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass. So the snap count is silent, it's predictable, and then you pin your ears back, and that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Caught in the backfield. It's Jackson.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Backed up now, here's second and long. To the air, it's Sayin. Right on the money. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Firing to the right, complete. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Here's the handoff. Tough sledding there as he picks up one to the 29.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They run the reverse. In a world of trouble from the start, and a massive loss on that play. Here they come on third down, and the defense has had no answer so far. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. No fair catches here, looking for room. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking for a man, it's Manning. Makes the grab. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Gets it out quickly. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to throw on first down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Ohio State. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return.
Texas offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Looking downfield on first down. Steps away. Lets it fly. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And now on second down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but
big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm.
Oh, he's got some space. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. And the Longhorns will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Extending the play. And the defense forced the quarterback out of bounds before he could get rid of it. Had to take the loss. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like, they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. With a deficit like this, unless you just want to get your field goal kicker some work, you might as well go for it and try to get a touchdown. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Under fire. Touchdown, Longhorns! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And they're not on the same page there.
they were trying to throw to get that two-point conversion. It falls incomplete, and you got to wonder, was that the right decision to go for 2?
Fielded in the end zone. It's Tate. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Buckeyes will take over. First and 10.
This drive will open from the 15. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Wide receiver comes in motion. And back to the air on second down. That's caught. It's Smith. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Might be calling a hot route. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. On the run, deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in at the 40. Slips through the line. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Step one by this offense complete. Really nice job. They had to get the touchdown. Now we got to go for the two-point conversion, cut this thing to 8, so we got a chance to tie the game late with some late-game heroics.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. He's into the end zone for the 2, and we've got a one-possession game here in the 4th.
One play at a time. You needed the two-point conversion to give yourself a chance to win. It's a one-possession game. Now you got to go out and execute the onside kick, but a phenomenal job with that two-point play to give themselves a chance.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Got it in stride inside the 20. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Another area. First down.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a two-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Is no good. That keeps the score. Ohio State 28.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They'll move the wide receiver. Power football with the run. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Timeout call by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. At the 35, he's open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Fires deep toward the end zone. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Turning it on! I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not, and that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you